Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We are here in the holy land of Karbala, Alhamdulillah, with Sayyid Hussein al-Qazwini, and we just want to ask his opinion as to the Sha'air al-Husseini which take place in the month of Muharram and Safar. Such actions such as Gham Zani, also known as Tatbir, Zanjir Zani with blades or without blades, Latum or Sina Zani, beating the chest, and so on.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi wa alameen. قال الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن يعظم شعائر الله فإنها من تقوى القلوب صدق الله العلي العظيم. Followers of Ahlul Bayt during the month of Muharram, and specifically on the day of Ashura, have special ways of commemorating the martyrdom of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. These rituals start from basically dressing in black, shedding their tears, holding majalis, crying for Abu Abdullah, beating their chests, and so on and so forth. Most people have been very much accustomed to the rituals that take place on the day of Ashura. If I am asked about my opinion of these sha'a'ir that take place on the day of Ashura, my answer is, my opinion is the opinion of the Grand Maraja who have spoken on this issue. I have no opinion when it comes to, I don't have a different opinion when it comes to the sha'a'ir of Imam Hussein other than the opinion of the Grand Maraja, starting from Sayyid Mahdi Bahr al-Ulum, al-Mirza al-Na'ini, Sayyid al-Khoi, Sayyid al-Hakim, and the Grand Maraja who have taken very clear positions regarding these sha'a'ir and have stated, and of course our Maraja, they refer to the hadith of Ahlul Bayt and to what their Imams have told them. When it comes to Imam Hussein alayhi salam, basically everything is permissible. We have a hadith narrated by one of the Imams that says that kullu jaza'in makruh, that shedding tears and showing grief is highly discouraged unless if it's for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. When it comes to Imam Hussein, it becomes recommended, showing grief and shedding tears. And now showing grief has many examples. You can show grief by crying, you can show grief by beating your chest, or you can show grief by hitting your heads with swords. Our prominent Maraja, and I stress on this, that the prominent Maraja and the well-known Maraja and the Maraja that have spent their lifetime in Hawza and studying the sources of Islamic law have come to the conclusion that there is nothing wrong with the sha'ar of Imam Hussein. On the contrary, it is recommended. Some of our Maraja have even went as far as saying that some of these sha'a'ir is wajib kifa'i, that at least one person has to perform such sha'a'ir so that it remains and it exists, so that one day doesn't come that these sha'a'ir will no longer exist and become extinct. As Sayyid Mahdi Bahr al-Ulum rahimahullah was once seen walking in Azadari4Imam, the famous march from the city of Tuarij to Karbala, without his turban, without his abaya, and without his shoes. He was walking barefoot. Rather, he was running and jogging barefoot. When they told him that, Sayyiduna, this is not appropriate of a marja' to do such a thing, he said, how can I not do such a thing when I've seen my master Imam al-Mahdi participate in Azadari4Imam? This is the custom, alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah. This is the custom of the Ahlul Bayt. This is a custom of the Grand Maraja. And this is a custom of the followers of Ahlul Bayt. Anyone who has a contrary opinion is going against the teachings of Ahlul Bayt. And I advise anyone who has a contrary opinion to rethink, to come back and see who are the scholars who have stated such opinions, and perhaps Allah will guide them and change their opinion regarding the sha'a'ir of Imam Hussein. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم والحمد لله رب العالمين.